Hey y'all, this is Wheredjgoes, and this is the EU in the holiday season. Well, sorta. If you're just now joining us on this journey, you probably don't know how I got to the EU in just 16 days. But I've got a video on it, and I'll link it in at the end. So for some cliff notes, I spent Christmas in California, flew into Frankfurt, had a nap and a few cappuccinos in Wolfersheim, and we had our first show at Buchholz Saloon just outside of Berlin on New Year's Eve. And y'all, I had no idea what to expect for German nightlife, so you can imagine my surprise when we arrived at this beautiful indoor riding arena, and a saloon done so well that it looks like it was transported straight over from the Fort Worth stockyards. But what really did me in was the souvenir potato salad recipe, laughing until I was crying over my rabbit stew, and leaving with the forever friendship of their bartender Sylvia. Love you, Sylvia. So prost to great first impressions in
Landsberg. This is the first show, and we're gonna do the train whistle. The train whistle, right? Hold on, wait. Since we didn't get a good countdown tonight, I'm gonna do a countdown, and then we're gonna all do the train whistle together. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
With it being after the holiday season, I thought I had missed out on all of Europe's legendary Christmas markets, but I was wrong. They were still celebrating, and there was lots to see. And my number one for city would have definitely went to Den Helder. Their celebration of lights went completely through the city, with canopied streets, and even the canals and the entire marina being lit up. Our B&B, which was directly across from the marina, was adorably decorated too. It had its own little Christmas tree and souvenir ornaments and chocolates. 10 out of 10 would do it again. But my number one for winter market, that would be Essen. Essen may be Germany's most slept on market, but I loved it. We stayed at this amazing little flat, only a block up from the main market at Kennedyplatz. It had so much history. It was so close that while I was getting ready for our show that night, I got to hear a German band's take on blue suede shoes, and a few other hits. But in true Wheredjgoes form and fashion, it was raining, so I didn't get footage of the canopy lights over the market. But on our run to the venue, I did notice a beautiful cathedral. But this wasn't just your everyday European cathedral. This was the site where a woman's foundation formed in 850 AD. It was one of the most prominent religious institutions for women in the German Empire in the Middle Ages. The first collegiate church was built by 870, but after being destroyed several times, the fourth building stands today as the Essen Cathedral. It was my first stop that morning when the sun rose over Essen, Germany, but a few blocks over and a couple steep stairwells down, I came across one of my favorite places in Germany, the Essen Winter Market, or the main market in Kennedyplatz. Not all of the 200 plus stalls were open. I missed the historical talking moose, and I didn't know anything about the Santa Claus house, but I found the snacks, the brandy punch, and the hot wine. And I got to do a little shopping for myself and for some souvenirs. But since here we are all these months later and I still haven't seen most of you, I'm not going to spoil any surprises. You'll just have to wait and see. But you might spy a few familiarities. I wouldn't hold my breath on the snacks though. I ate all of them. Sorry, I couldn't let them go bad, and I couldn't resist. I knew how good they were because I had to sample everything that day. Everything made the air smell sweet, and like roasted almonds, and barbecue. German barbecue.
This year's a German spinning barbecue. The Germans created the first spinning barbecue in 1439. Still be using it. This way they can rotate the meat to the hotter part of your coals. German barbecue.
Y'all, don't take anything as facts. We don't know what we're talking about more often than not. But that didn't stop us from trying. Even when we had no idea what we were trying.
Different. What is those? What are those? Mit?
Yeah, what is Apfelmus?
Is it apple?
Apple pie? Oh, maybe. Rübenkraut is. Yeah.
Is that the
what
sauce?
Meaning?
Is that the sauce they put on it? Applesauce.
Yeah, maybe. Preiselbeer.
Y'all, it wasn't. It was some kind of like potato cake with some kind of strange sauce, but it was good. And it was a good time at the German market. Leave it to the Germans to bring the party weeks into the new year. That's where DJ goes. Choose, y'all.